dedicating an entire week or two to just reading really cute, fluffy rom-com. I have a pile of super cute romance books that I really want to get into because I've been reading such dark romance books lately and I just need some cuteness and fluff in my life right now. We are going to start off by reading The Do-Over by Lynn Painter. It is super short. I feel like I could finish this today. It's only like 280 something pages. I could definitely finish this today, and I'm in the mood to just read. This book is about a girl who's having the worst Valentine's Day ever. She caught her boyfriend cheating on her. There's like so many bad luck that's happening to her on this day that she just needs this day to be over. She wakes up the next morning and it is Valentine's Day again, and she's literally reliving the same day over and over again. I just know this is gonna be super cute and funny, so let's get started. They just mentioned Taylor Swift. You know, this is why Lynn Painter is my favorite author. She writes a ton of Taylor Swift reference in her books, and I'm just like highlight, annotate, literally, like, I'm a sucker for Taylor Swift reference in books. It's like immediately it's a 5-star for me. Book is so adorable. She gets into an accident with this guy she goes to school with, her chem partner. He like pretends he doesn't know who she is, and every time she gets into this accident he's always like, "You doing okay over there?" Oh my gosh, there's so many Taylor Swift references in here. Love the main male character. She writes the most bookish, cutest male characters. Okay, I just finished it. It took a couple of hours, but it was so good. 5-star read. Love it. There is so many Taylor Swift references in here that I immediately gave it a 5-star. Like, not only that, but I just really loved it, and it was super cute. It was a very fast-paced read. This is what I needed to kick off my 2 weeks of reading cute romance. So I think this is definitely a must. Highly would recommend it. If you love Taylor Swift and you love very bookish guys, go buy this book. Go read it. Good morning. It is the next day and I'm starting Before We Were Strangers by Renee Carlin. I don't think this is a cutesy story, but it's very short and I feel like I could finish it today. And the weather is so gloomy and I feel like it's kind of matching the vibe. So this is a second chance romance, childhood best friends to lovers, and I better not cry. I'm really not in a mood to cry, but like, this better be good. Okay, so far it's giving very Taylor Reid vibes. I'm sensing a heartbreak. I'm kind of scared. This better not put me in a slump because I just want some cutesy romance. So far it's very cute. Like, I feel like the girl and the guy's meet cute is very interesting. It's very sweet, but I just know something horrible is gonna happen. I'm gonna just go spend the rest of the day finishing this. I've been sitting for a really long time and my legs hurt, but I'm like almost halfway through the book and it is really good. It's very fast paced and I love the friendship that these two couples have. It's so cute and it's super relatable because they're like college student and they're broke. So basically it's just about this guy. He moves to New York and he meets this girl and they're next door dorm mates. Their dorms are right next to each other. They're always hanging out with each other. They're always like together. They're just like, they just became inseparable and it's so sweet. That very sad vibe, but the romance is very relatable. It's like reading a Taylor Reid book where the romance in the beginning is perfect and then there's something that's gonna like obstruct it. So I'm waiting for this obstruction and I know I'm gonna be very, very disappointed. There's some very interesting plot twists in here that I did not see coming. They're like not like huge plot twists. Okay, you guys, I finished it. I cried. It was so beautiful. Oh my god, I loved it. It's 5 stars. It's just a super sweet story. It has a happy ending, so don't worry about that. I love that it goes back and forth between 15 years ago and present day. They're kind of like fixing what happened all those years ago. I loved it. It's so good. It's like not what I wanted to read. I really just wanted to read fluffy, heartfelt kind of romance, but this one was not that bad and I really liked it. It was very short. I obviously and definitely would recommend. Okay, so I just woke up. Okay, so today I'm gonna start Funny You Should Ask, and look how pretty this cover is. It's so cute. So I read what this was about, and I feel like it's gonna take me a couple of days to maybe finish this because it's not something I feel like I would get into right away. But it's about this girl who's a writer. She wrote an article about this celebrity that she's been crushing on for a long time, and they had like a weekend full of fun stuff. Basically, the article that she writes about blows up, and 10 years later they want her to write another article. Apparently when they met 10 years ago there was some kind of bond and they've never seen each other after that. I guess we're gonna find out what happened 10 years ago after she wrote the article and they had a moment. It just seems like a very subtle type of romance story. Let's get into this and let's see what this book is really about, because honestly this is like not doing it for me. Okay, I'm a couple pages in and I love it so far. The story is very interesting. The writing is like kind of slow for me, but at the same time it's like very fast-paced, and I kind of want to know like what's gonna happen and what kind of connection these two characters have. Okay, I just made myself a smoothie bowl. It is so delicious. So I finished Funny You Should Ask, and I want to say this is like a 3.5 to like a 4 stars. It talks about 10 years ago when they first met. Basically, the story is about this girl. She's a writer. She wrote an article about her celebrity crush and it blew up. It went viral and everyone loved it. It was like a great PR for the celebrity, and then 10 years later they want her to write another article. Back then when they met like 10 years ago, they had a very spontaneous weekend. They kind of got to know each other for like just the weekend and they instantly like bonded. Then they went their separate ways. So now in present day they're finally meeting, and there's some like unspoken feelings that needs to uncover. They feel like this meeting will kind of bring that stuff to the surface. I simply didn't really enjoy it that much. I felt like the romance was very lacking. It's supposed to be a romance novel, but I really didn't like the romance as much. This one wasn't for me. I somewhat liked it.
I want to say hi to my friends. Say hi, Maxie. Say hi.
Oh my gosh, Max, you're gonna bite my books. Okay, so I started reading Icebreaker by Hannah Grace. Don't know how I feel about it so far. It's kind of like reading the Off-Campus series. It's got like that same writing style, and just like the vibes are very similar. This is very fast-paced. It is a college hockey romance, and I feel like everything is moving so fast. I'm like 100 and something pages into it already, and there's a lot that's happening. Like the characters are already confessing their feelings towards each other. Like this is a 400-page book. I was waiting for like a slow burn. I was waiting for like that build up, but it's just like, yeah, let's get straight to the point. so steamy already. One thing I don't like so far is the fact that they've developed feelings for each other after like knowing each other for like a couple of days, and I feel like I don't really like that. I don't really like when that happens. I get that like for love at first sight or love at first glance or something like that, but this is like, it's very rushed. But yeah, we'll see. So I'm like almost 300 pages into this book and I do not get it. What happened to the plot? I thought the plot was gonna take a different lead, but I guess not. I don't even know what day it is. I don't even know how long I've been reading this book, but I finished this book 2 days ago, I think. Yeah, I finished this book 2 days ago, and it kind of put me in a slump. First of all, this unfortunately was not for me. There was just way too much happening here, and I don't know, it's just like not a book that I would recommend. I'm very disappointed in this. This book is so hyped up. Like everyone told me to read this book because it was good, but honestly I had no idea like what was going on while I was reading this book. The friendship group kind of made up for the horrible plot and like the characters. Really liking the main female character, but she like tries to be a people pleaser and she lets people walk all over her. People who actually have respect for her, like the main male character and her best friends and her group and stuff like that. I feel like she gives them such a hard time, but when there are people who are walking all over her, she gives them like second chances, third chances to kind of like change, and I didn't like that about her. I also didn't like her roommate. Annoying. He was like so useless. I really thought he had like a thing for her, but like it never mentioned or brought up in the book. He was just like a pointless side character, and it just like did not make any sense to me. So unfortunately, I'm gonna have to say this was a major pass for me. Did not like it. I don't think I would recommend it. I really like the whole ice skating, hockey romance, college romance, but I just felt like it was a bit immature for me. But yeah. Okay, so I wanted to read one more book for this little rom-com reading vlog. This is an ARC that I got, and it is Planes, Trains, and All the Feels by Livy Hart. I started this last night, and honestly, I'm loving it so far. It is super hilarious. Very fast-paced. This book is about a girl and a guy who just met for the very first time and instantly despises each other. Yeah, so let's continue reading. I'm on page 80. Let's see how far I can get. It is the next day. I finished this last night. It was really funny. I liked it, and I love the main character, and I also love the main male character. I didn't get to explain this book in the beginning, but this book is basically about a girl and a guy. They're complete strangers. They literally just met, and now they have to share a car ride together to travel like across the country, and they just don't get along, but they slowly start to like bond, and they kind of get to know a little bit about each other. But yeah, I would give it a 5-star because it was just like very fun and uplifting. The main female character, Cassidy, is so relatable. She literally doesn't know what is happening in her life. She does not have her life together, but she's just living in the moment. And that's why I'm giving this book a 5-star, because I love relatable characters. Pre-order it because it's super funny, and if you want like a very light, fluffy read, this is the book for you. Obviously, my favorite book that I've read is Do-Over by Lynn Painter, and my least favorite was obviously Icebreakers. I just really expected a lot more from that book. But yeah, I've never really done anything like this, and I kind of like it because it's very motivating to read more and to kind of really just finish a book rather than procrastinate, which I do a lot. That's all that I have for this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys pretty soon. Bye!